Hey, Wifeys!
You're now tuned into the Young Wives Club podcast.
Make sure you follow us on Facebook at Young Wives Club Podcast and IG at Young Wives Club _podcast, where we will continue the discussion after the show. What's
Hey,
up?
everybody!
Welcome back.
Welcome back. So, guess what today is, y'all?
It's the
It's
first day of fall.
fall!
Uh-huh.
Oh, my favorite season.
I
I was
do
not
like
born in
fall.
fall, but it's my favorite season.
Yeah, we are summer babies.
Yes. Born
But
in,
fall is nice.
I was born in July, but I don't know why. I just like the fall time. I like that cool down time before we get to the freezing point, is what I think it is for me.
I like
I,
everything but winter. So I'm good with fall. I like fall.
I like winter. Winter brings snow or whatever, but like I always say, not getting off of the topic of fall, but if winter don't bring me one good snow, they can keep it. I don't want it just for the cold. But anyway,
Yeah.
back to the fall. I
Yes.
love I love being able to, do all of our fall activities and the fall
Yes.
wardrobe and starting the layering up process and all of
Very
that stuff.
true. Yeah, I love hoodie season, hoodies and leggings and
Mhm.
warm drinks and all of that. That is nice. I like it. Oh, and spooky movies.
Yes, yes. Me and Britt have a thing for scary movies.
Yes,
Even
it's
though
our thing.
2020 has messed up our whole plan because we had like a whole like scary movie lineup. We was going to
We
be going to the
did.
movies,
Yep.
seeing all these scary movies, and then bam, Rona hit.
Yep. And now we're just here.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Right. Yeah, we haven't seen any of those scary movies, but
No, they haven't even released any, like, of the ones that we wanted to see, right?
you're
I
probably
don't,
right.
yeah, just crazy. It's just so crazy.
Yeah. It is what it is. We can't do nothing about it, but
Sure
just
can't.
live in the moment.
Right.
However, so speaking of all the things that we love for fall and
Mm-hmm.
what fall has to bring. Oh, the other thing I love about fall is the leaves when they change colors and they're all different
Yes.
colors.
Yeah,
That is like something big.
I've been looking out of our window and seeing the like trees changing and the leaves. It's so
Uh-huh.
pretty.
It is pretty. It is
Mm-hmm.
very pretty. Yeah, I do love all those colors.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so fall checklist. We are going to share with you guys what, is on our fall checklist, just different little activities or not even necessarily all activities because we're not sharing just activities, but just our fall checklist of things we
Yeah.
feel that you should either experience or you should wear or have in your wardrobe or something for the fall.
Yes, like
So,
fall must-haves.
yes, there you go.
Yes. So take it away, sister.
So the first one, even though I mean with this year it's going to depend on if you can get out to do it or not, but if you have children or if you or your significant other just enjoy doing this, pumpkin
Me.
patch.
Yes.
Yes.
I love pumpkins. Like, it is a new obsession of mine. It probably started when, like, 2 years ago, and I was like trying to get all of my stuff for fall, and I just bought pumpkins and bought more pumpkins and more pumpkins.
Mhm.
And I was working and I had to travel at the time, and there was a pumpkin patch and all of the different pumpkins. I didn't know they came in all these different colors. I was like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. Like, so,
Oh,
like,
I remember that. I remember you
yes.
telling us about that.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, I fell in love with pumpkins that day. Oh my goodness.
Pumpkin patches are fun. I
They
like
are.
I like to pick the pumpkins. Last year we carved pumpkins with the kids for Halloween. That was a first for me, I believe. Well, if not, definitely a first for the kids. That was an
Mhm.
experience.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, the funny thing is, I like pumpkins, but I don't take an actual real pumpkin to cook with. Like, I just want the pumpkins for decor.
Right.
Like, as far as cooking and making pumpkin muffins, and I do not like pumpkin pie. But
I
other
actually
baked
don't
goods,
mind it.
really?
Hmm.
Oh, no. If it ain't sweet potato, keep it.
You said, no.
But yeah, so the next thing on our fall checklist is movie. A movie with some hot cocoa and the mini marshmallows in it.
Yes, and a
That's
added
something.
plus, like if you have a fireplace,
Yes.
that would be so nice.
Very, very nice. That's probably more of a night with your spouse or your significant other. I mean, you could do that with the kids too. But
Yeah.
I feel like once you turn the fireplace on, like, all right, kids, y'all can go to bed now. Just me and daddy. We can enjoy our movie time by the fireplace.
Right. It's mommy and daddy time.
Right.
Yes. That's very cozy. Oh, and to go back on the pumpkin patch, maybe, I don't know if this kind of matches. Like, what about mums?
Hmm. Like,
With
um, like going to a patch to pick
no,
your
just
own,
like, when
or
you go to the pumpkin patch, of course, you're going to pick your pumpkin for you to take home. But if you're taking it outside, you want to match your pumpkins with your mom's.
oh,
Yeah.
huh? Can you really match? Because I mean, I guess so. Yeah, because the pumpkins can come in different
Well, they
shades,
don't have to be
but
like orange mums and orange pumpkins, but just like accessorize, like
yeah,
your pumpkin and then your mom. Like they kind of like partner up. They're sisters.
true. Okay, I get you. I get you.
Right.
I mean, and the moms sometimes come almost like, to me, they look like the leaves changing. Like they're not all the same
Mhm.
color in one
Mhm.
bundle or whatever you call it. I don't even know what you call
I understand what you mean.
it. I'm like, wait, what do you call it? Okay.
Okay.
So number 3 on our list is bonfire with friends
Now
and
that's
some
fun.
type of a hot drink,
Yeah,
obviously.
I like that.
So that's fun. We still haven't been able to experience that yet, but
No, and the
hopefully in
thing
the
is,
future.
yeah, I literally have a fire pit in my backyard and
Mm-hmm.
it's accessible, but my dog just likes to poop everywhere. And we even have a gate trying to stop him for going to the bathroom, and he still continues to go on that side. Like, we're like, bruh,
He's like,
stay on
nah.
your side, right? And we have like the pooper scooper people that clean the yard every week.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, I don't know, we're going to figure it out, but I would love, to do that at least one good time before it gets extremely cold.
Yeah. Like, I'm not even going front. Last night, was it last night or the night before? Yeah, it was last night. George had to go outside, and I don't. It was after 10, but it wasn't like late, like it wasn't like early in the wee hours of the morning. And I swear, like, it is legit fall time.
I mean, so
It was
quickly.
nice and crisp and cold out there.
Hmm.
But the only thing I could think about is, man, this would have been perfect to have a bonfire or be sitting around a fire pit, with something hot to
Oh
drink.
yeah, y'all really
Like,
need
it
one
would have
because
been,
y'all have a huge yard. So I just been waiting very patiently until y'all
I
get one.
know. I want one, but I want a specific one. And not that I really know what the specifics of what I want are. I just
Hmm.
don't want a little one. And then it's like, I don't
Okay.
know if I want a real wood one, or if I
Hmm.
want the one that burns like the crystals or that fake stuff, whatever.
Yeah. Hmm.
So that's it. And then of course I'm like, well, if we get a fire pit, then I want chairs and stuff like
Yeah, you
to
gotta
sit
set it up.
around it.
Yeah.
So George, of course, he sides eye all that, but eventually. Okay, Britt, you shared number 4.
So this is a must, a nice cozy throw blanket. I love
Yes.
me a nice throw. And now that it's fall, you have to change it up and, make it a different color. Like, of course, I have purple ones and pink ones, but now that
Mm-hmm.
it's fall, I have an orange one and things like that. So, yeah, I love me a nice throw.
So do I. I stay wrapped up. Y'all know me. I stay wrapped up in a blanket. It don't matter if it's summer, winter, spring, or fall. Inside the house, I'm wrapped up.
So true.
But I need to like get like what you just said. Just bring out certain blankets because right now all my throws are out. Like every throw that I
Yeah.
have is out in the basket. But part of it is because it's 5 of us. So the kids be wanting
Mhm.
to wrap up, and,
Mhm.
you know, sometimes I'll share with one of them, but when they start pulling it off of me, I'm like, all right, you got to go. Like, go find your own blanket now because you're starting to pull my blanket off of me.
Right.
But I do love me a good throw.
It's
I keep it on my
amazing.
bed. I keep it on, downstairs,
Mhm. Same with me.
everywhere.
Yes. So the next one is a must have for us ladies, a nice, cute pair of boots. And
Mm-hmm.
then you want to pair your boots with a cute scarf if you can. Marquita was laughing at me because I told her I cannot get the scarf together. I feel like I look like Frosty the Snowman. And when I'm looking at these girls on Instagram and Pinterest, they look so cute. And I'm like, why? Like, why can't mine look this cute? Why do I look like Frosty the Snowman? Like, real flicted.
Oh my gosh, when you said Frosty the Snowman, girl, I lost it. I was like, no, I can't pair. I would love, love, love to wear scarves, but I told you I can't figure out how to pair a good scarf to save my life.
Yeah,
And
I
then I don't
can't.
want to get just the. I like the prints. Like when I see them on other people, like I think they're so cute.
Mhm.
But then I'm
Mhm.
like, well, what in the world? How am I wear that, or how could that look good on me? And I don't want to be the girl that just got a black or white like solid colors. Like
Yeah.
I want like printed scarves and like
Yeah.
cute ones. So if y'all got any tips out there for us on how to pair pair a nice scarf, on a nice crisp fall day, please hit us up. Let
Yeah,
us know,
holla at
please.
us. Holla at us, please.
Leave
We
a comment,
struggling.
something, right?
Yeah,
We need some help in that area.
for real. I'm serious. Okay. So what are
Oh,
we
but hold
on?
on. Before you move on, we do have the boots though. I feel like
Yeah, we're on the boot game strong.
yeah, like we got the boots down. I feel like we do
Yeah.
pretty good with like the boots and the booties and things
Yeah.
like that though.
We go from thigh boots to booties to Uggs, like
We got it.
heels. We got all that. Suede, not suede, toe out. We good with that.
Right.
But the scarves, no, not our ministry.
Not our ministry. Mm-mm.
No.
Oh goodness.
So the next one I think you should talk about because this is something that you were doing today and on our stories.
Oh, yes. Okay. So it is fall time, and around this time of year through the holidays, I get into a more baking spirit. So,
Yes.
one thing we said on our fall checklist was baking pumpkin muffins or pumpkin bread or,
Yes.
pumpkin cake, something. You have to bake something pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Yes.
Right. And even though if for those of you who follow us on IG, if you saw our stories, me and Sophia were baking. It was not pumpkin, but it's cinnamon, so it's still a
It's
a
still,
warm
yeah.
flavor. It's in
Mm-hmm.
that family. But yeah, so I feel like that's something you have to do in the fall time.
Now, how was it? Was it good?
Oh, girl, it was bomb. I took out a nice chunk. I forgot to I forgot to post the after picture by the time
I
I
was
posted
waiting.
it. Well, I did post it, but I had already taken a chunk out of the cake. So yeah, it got put up there, but it was well after 45 minutes, and I had already tore up a piece. It was very very good. Not
Mm,
super super sweet, because the cake part wasn't that sweet, but the
mhm.
cinnamon being sweet, and it just kind of balanced out. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I definitely want to bake another pumpkin sheet cake. I made it like 2 years ago in our old place, and I was so shocked because I was like, I did this. Because it's not that like I can't bake, it just takes a lot of measurements and time, and you have to be very careful. My mom's the
Yeah.
baker, this. So it's like I did it without her help. It was just me in the
Mhm.
kitchen. Mike was at work per usual, and it was so delicious, and I want to do that again because I know that would really just like set the tone for the
Yeah.
season. I can't
Yeah.
wait.
Now I love baking. More it kicks into overdrive more so this time of year.
Yeah,
But I don't always do like from scratch because like you said, it just takes so much more
girl.
time and effort, all the measurements and making sure you got baking soda and baking powder and
Hmm.
all of this stuff. I tell you all the time, I'm more of a semi homemade, which is what
Yeah.
I made on our IG
Box.
stories.
Yeah.
Exactly.
From the
It's
box.
made at home, but it's not made from complete scratch, but it's
Yeah.
still good. So It is what it is.
It sure enough is. It's still good, like you said.
Yes. All right, Britt. I think we have one more to share.
Yes, and that will be a fall plaid staple piece.
Yes.
Plaid is like, as soon as summer is over, it's like plaid central up in here. So I start with like the black and white, I guess you can call it um I think it's not houndstooth, but it's like that black and white kind of like checkered situation,
Mm-hmm.
and it's everywhere in my house.
Yeah.
And then once Christmas comes around, I change it to buffalo plaid, which is the red and black. And so like I love it. So like we're saying, like when you wear it, like it's just like the fall thing to do, whether it's the black and red or the white and black. It's just so cute. Like I think Marquita said she saw a vest that had like the
Mm-hmm.
black and red. I showed you yesterday the
Yep.
fleece, and I cannot wait to buy that. I was doing no
That
spin
is super
September.
cute.
Yes, I was doing no spin September. So October is slow, like fastly approaching. I'm sorry. So that's the first thing I'm clicking out of my cart. Cannot wait. But they even have like really cute like fall shirts that have like the checkered pumpkins. They have
I've seen some
scarves.
of those. Yes.
Yes, with the plaid, the black and white plaid scarves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. I think that is just like so cute to accessorize for your outfits in fall.
Yeah, I told you yesterday that I needed to step my game up in that area with getting a couple of plaid pieces because I don't think I have. I'm pretty sure I don't have any. I have a plaid Christmas dress. Not
Mhm.
not a Christmas dress,
Yeah,
but
the buffalo plaid. Yep.
yeah.
Mhm.
So that's not fall. That's Christmas. But
It all
anyhow,
it all grew like ties in after a while. Like it
yeah.
starts with the black and white, and then it gets into like the black and red. So
Yeah. True, true.
yeah.
I'll have to try to find something. My staple plaid
Yeah.
piece. But anyhow,
Yes. So, yeah, this is a list that we will be adding on Instagram. So, please follow us at Young Wise Club _ podcast, where you can see all of our other posts and our stories and things like that. But, yeah, stay tuned. We'll have lots of content on
mm-hmm.
IG, including everything that is featured in today's episode. So, we'll
Yay.
give you we'll give you 5 seconds. Go ahead, go on IG and follow us. We'll
Yep.
wait. We'll wait for you.
Do, do,
Do, do, do, do,
I think y'all should have already been able to click the button by
and we
now.
thank you in advance.
Thank you very much.
All right.
All right, yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and move right along. So
Mm-hmm.
let's just hop into it. We're talking about the wedding day. So if
Yes.
you are new listening to us, I have been married for 5 years, and Marquita has been married longer than me. Go ahead, girl. Tell
Yes,
them.
I have been married for 13 years in
Yes.
October. So currently
Yes.
12 years. Look, I
Mm-hmm.
still get caught up on that. I can't believe it myself. But yes,
Right.
been married for 12 years.
Yeah,
12
she's a
whole
vet.
years.
Yeah, she's an old lady in the game.
Yeah,
in
whatever.
the marriage game, girl, not an old lady.
Oh, okay. But yeah, me and George got married in the fall. So
Yes.
that's different. Even though looking back now, I'm not 100% sure if I would have got, I don't think I'd get married in the fall again.
Mm,
Only because thinking like hindsight, is it hindsight when you're like looking ahead?
I believe.
Anyhow, thinking ahead.
Yes.
If I was thinking ahead and thinking of children and school schedules and stuff like that, it's just not ideal for me
Mhm.
personally to have gotten married in fall
Mhm.
time because we have yet been able to take a vacation for our anniversary with just us two because the kids are in school.
Right.
So it's hard to try to plan a vacation, keep them in school, and then have somebody be, have someone be responsible for if it was regular times, putting them on the bus, getting them off the bus,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
whole kind of thing. So I don't think I would have got married in the fall if
Yeah.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah. I mean, y'all technically still do need to have y'all honeymoon. I can't wait. If y'all go to Greece, I'm going. So sorry. Just saying. Her husband is Greek. I want to go to Greece so bad. So I always tell him, I'm like, George, when y'all go to Greece, if y'all leave me, it's going to be a problem because I'm going. It's gorgeous there. So yeah, y'all definitely need to
Every
take a honeymoon.
and you know what's funny? Because you say that you want to go, and Daryl always says that he wants to go when George talks
Mm-hmm.
about going to Greece and everything. And I'm like, I mean, if I must go, you know.
Oh
And it's not
Lord.
that I don't think like Greece is this beautiful place because I think so. I'm just not all that comfortable and cool with like traveling to other countries. I haven't even done it
Okay.
before, and that's probably the reason. Like, I'm sure there's like all kinds of bomb stuff that I'm missing out on,
Yeah, yes, yes.
but I'm like,
Well,
if it ain't in the
we'll start with Mexico for you. It's very or Canada, one of the two. It's very like boop, like over the little border. Yeah,
yeah, we'll see. We'll
yeah.
see. For now, I'm gonna stick to the good old US of A.
All right, girl.
On the
But
East
one
Coast at
day,
that. I ain't even ventured off the East Coast much. But anyhow,
right? There's
back
time
to
for that.
right, back to the wedding day. Britt, discuss or explain your wedding day. Tell us a little bit about that, your
Um,
preparations, planning.
So, piggybacking on what you said about your wedding being in the fall, my parents, my mom and my stepdad, they were actually married in the fall. And my mom loves like earth tone colors, like brown and burnt orange and stuff like that. So she had
Mm-hmm.
like leaves on the table, and we all wore like champagne dresses and things like that. And it really set the tone. So it came out very nice. I think it just all depends on your preference because I feel like anybody can make anything work.
Yeah.
As far as our wedding, I was so like extremely pressed to have a spring wedding. I wanted a spring outside wedding at that, but my
Mm-hmm.
pocket said, "Girl, get what you can afford," and that's about it. So, for our wedding, we had a $10,000 budget. So we
Ooh.
all right we all kind of split, so like my
Mm-hmm.
parents helped a portion, his family helped, I had a and we had a portion together.
Uh-huh.
So we kind of saved up. We knew we had to save up for the wedding, save up for like things included in the wedding, and then save up to like live on our own, obviously.
Right, right.
So yeah, it came out beautifully. We got married at our church, and then we had our reception at a camp place that had like I don't know what to even call it, like a hall, I guess. And when you go in the hall, it was just like, it had hardwood floors. The
Mm-hmm.
tables were ugly. It had white, ugly drapes and like plastic flowers that really got on my nerves. Like my mom swears I was a bridezilla, but I was like, if y'all put these flowers, these plants up in here, it's a wrap. But it ended up being so pretty. We had like the little projector light that had, Monday 2015,
Mm-hmm.
and these two women that go to our church, they have their own business and they set up all of our draping and our tables. So it looked very expensive. So it was very nice and glam on a budget. So I can't even complain about how our wedding came out because it was
Yeah.
like one of the best days of our lives. Like I think that was like, yeah, one of the best days of my life. So
You and Matt's wedding was
definitely.
really nice.
Yeah,
Like you
Marquita was my bridesmaid.
Yay. Hence how we became such good friends.
Exactly. But yeah, it came out so nice. So what we wanted to also, mention is, different things that are important when it's time to plan your wedding. So speaking of budget, always have your
Mm-hmm.
budget in the back. Well, not in the back of your mind. You got to think about that first. As soon as you put the ring on it, give it about 2 days,
Start
and then be like,
yeah. Start
start
budgeting, figuring
planning.
out, yeah, what your
Yeah,
budget is.
yeah.
Now, you had a budget. Me, I tell y'all all the time what kind of wedding I had. I always say that I had the quote unquote Duggar style wedding.
The shotgun wedding.
Yes, we got engaged and married in 90 days, within 90 days,
Ooh,
maybe
90 Day Fiance.
something like that. But y'all, just it wasn't really like that. I know Britt said earlier, he was Greek. Like he was born a U.S. citizen, y'all. Don't go thinking I married my husband to get him a
On a
green
visa.
card or something, right? um, but yeah, I don't know, 3 or 4 months maybe. I honestly don't even remember. Was it April we got engaged? April or May? So June, July, August. I don't know. So maybe it was a little bit longer. I just feel like time just flew.
Hmm.
But as far as our budget, we were young. It wasn't really like it wasn't our plan at the moment to get
Right.
married. But then with our circumstances and me being pregnant and George wanting baby to have obviously his last name, and we talked about it, and we were already together. We knew we were going to raise our child at the time together, and any other children that we had together. So that's why we were like, well, we've been together. We, I think, had been together for over a year by then, like, boyfriend and girlfriend dating.
Hmm.
So we were like, yeah, let's just go ahead and get married. So he still talked to my dad and like got his permission and everything. But because it was so fast, it was like a whole family effort.
Yeah.
Like the budget wise, what we could do, what my parents could do. Um, who else? My aunts, my grandmothers,
Yeah.
my grandfather. Like it was just everybody just did something.
Yeah.
Everybody took care of something, so that way they still wanted me to have a good wedding, even though it was like
Right.
short,
Yeah.
planning.
It goes by so fast.
Yeah. So that's why I always say it was like 90 days, but thinking back, maybe it was a little bit more than that, but it just
Hmm.
didn't feel like it. But I don't even know what budget I had. I don't think I had a budget. I just knew that it needed to not be super expensive
Yes.
because I wasn't paying for the dress, I wasn't paying for the cake, you
Right.
know. Um
Everybody kind of like picked what they could
yeah.
do for you.
Yeah,
Got
exactly.
it.
So I
Yeah.
tried to be mindful of other people's pockets.
Oh, that's
Um
sweet.
but let me see. Yeah, so we didn't have a budget. And then we got married at the church that I was a current member of. And then the church that we had come from prior to that had a like church hall.
Hmm.
So they let us use that like for literally nothing. So,
Wow.
we were able to use that. And then that was it. But yeah, as far as the budget, me and George, we don't, we didn't really experience that kind
Yeah,
of
and
budget.
sometimes
But
it's like that. As long as
yeah.
the preacher's there and y'all are there and y'all
Mm-hmm.
have y'all union, that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So yeah, even if you have, this big grand ideal in your head, or considering your circumstance, like with Marquita, it was kind of like, you know, not spare of the moment, but it was like, look, they had a reason why they were getting
Right.
married because she
Right.
was pregnant. Make it work. I think that's a
Yeah.
blessing that you have people kind of like pick and choose what they can do for you, and you didn't
Mm-hmm.
have to worry about that. And it was very similar for us as well, because we had put down money for a venue that was asking us for insurance for $1 million
Hmm.
and telling us, oh, you can't bring in outside food. We're like, skirt. So this isn't going to work. And we
Right.
lost some of our money because we had already put down money for them, like a deposit, and then they started coming at us with all this extra mess, and I'm like, really?
Oh wow.
So yeah, that was a really, it was a blower. But however, like Marquita said, when it came to food, we had a lot of people ask us what it is they can do. We had people serving our guests
Mm-hmm.
for little to nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the younger, the youth at the church were volunteering to be our ushers and stuff and pass out food and clean up. Marquita's mom cooked for my wedding. My mom's friend at the time, who was her roommate for a little while, cooked. One of the ladies that did all of our draping and lighting and all that, she cooked. So like it made us more at ease. And my
Mm-hmm.
mom's friend, who had, she's passed away now, so God bless her soul, made a beautiful cupcake cake arrangement for us. and we for like our because I had to have a dessert table,
Mhm.
but I made it work. So I had like the cake in the middle, the cake and cupcake thingy in the middle, and then we bought like cookies and stuff from what is it, Costco and BJ's, and they
Uh-huh.
just assorted it nice and neat. We got some baggies so people can put their treats in the bag that had like our name and our date from
Mhm.
Etsy for like maybe we got like 100 of them for a small price. So yeah, you gotta definitely know your
Yeah.
budget and make it work.
Yeah. And I mean, if you don't have a big budget, like not everybody has to have thousands and thousands of dollars, or not everybody will be able
Mm-mm.
to have that,
No.
of a budget. And just because you don't does not mean that you still can't make your day the best that it can be for you and your spouse. Because in the end,
Mm-hmm.
that's all who really matters. As long as y'all are happy, then everything else is just, let them have their opinions. Ask them, did they pay for it?
Okay. Yes, because that's the
So,
thing.
like,
That
hey.
is the thing. They were like, when it was time for us to make our guest list, I forgot who said this, but it makes so much sense. So if you're listening, write this down. When it comes to your guest, because you have to pay per plate, ask
Uh-huh.
yourself, is this somebody that I would go out with and pay for their food? And this is somebody that you're not willing to go out and pay for their meal, then no, they're not invited and they don't need to come. But however, if this is somebody you're cool with and you like, you know what? This is my
Mm-hmm.
homie. I love her. I love him. I love them. Add them to the list and don't be afraid to not invite people. Everybody can't come. And if
That's
they're
true.
mature and they're your friend or if they care for you, they'll understand.
Right. They'll
Mhm.
understand. I mean,
Yeah, I couldn't invite everybody. Like,
right.
I wanted to invite my whole church at the time just to be nice and thinking about everybody else for per usual. That's me. And my mom was like, no, we can't do that because that's how many people and that's going to cost too much money. So, no. So I was like, you
Yeah.
know what? You're right. So, yeah, you can't invite everybody. Um, but yeah, definitely once you're engaged, think about your budget and think about your date and book that venue ASAP.
Yeah. Yeah.
ASAP because venues go by very quick. They are usually booking or selling out like a year in advance. So we had to
Wow.
switch our date. We were supposed to get married on Chanel's birthday actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, May 16th, which is also Janet Jackson's birthday. But the once we switched venues, they didn't have that date.
Oh,
So we had to scale back and that's why we got married in April.
gotcha.
Yeah, so things happen.
Yeah.
Things do happen. And things are not gonna always go right. It sucks.
No, they're not. Not
It's,
at all.
so what went wrong on your wedding?
Okay, so the one I can't even say I'm not going to say that something actually went wrong with the actual wedding, like the ceremony or the reception, but the one thing that was bad was the fact that George was sick, literally sick
Oh my
as
goodness.
a dog.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, like I don't know if he ate something bad the night before, but he just, I mean, sick as a dog. He made it through the ceremony.
Mhm.
We were able to take a couple pictures. And then at the reception, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. I pretty much didn't even see George the whole reception.
Oh, he couldn't get his party on.
Nah, no. And then like, when you get to that part of the reception when like, the husband and wife are cutting the cake
Mhm.
and feeding a little bit, he was like, nah, don't feed me any. I can't stomach it right now.
Do you know that was me too?
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't sick, but I think I was so nervous and so like it was just a lot going on. I guess it was my
Uh-huh.
anxiety. It was time for us to feed the kid. I was like, Mike, don't feed me no cake, don't feed me no cake. Like he gave me like the smallest microscopic piece of cake because I just couldn't stomach it. Like my
Oh.
anxiety was like, woof. It was through the roof. I was the same way.
Oh yeah, but George, he hates when I talk about it, but he was sick as a dog. He was out. I think him and his friends went out to comfort him or to keep him company, but he was literally like out back at the hall, like throwing up the entire reception.
Oh my gosh.
Like I'd be like, "Where's George? Where's George?" They're like, he's out back. You want him?" No, it's all right.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and then for those people who don't know me, Marquita does not do throw up.
No, she doesn't.
Period.
Nope.
So I was of no kind of assistance to my husband on our wedding day. So much so to the fact that I didn't even go home with him on our wedding night. I
Wow.
went back home with my parents on our wedding night because I cannot. I don't know why. It's just something I cannot handle. Not even to this day with our children. I can take care of our children all the way, when they're sick, all the way up until that point. But once they
Right.
start throwing up,
They
tag
on their
team.
own.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, yes. I'm like, all right, George, I'll be looking for George. All right, where's my tag team partner? You're in, I'm out. Like,
That's
that's how it
hilarious.
is. But
Yeah.
that's what happened at my wedding. What happened
Yeah.
at yours? Did anything happen?
Yes, girl. Well, first of all, we partied the night before.
Uh-huh.
So, but we were able to get up and get, together.
Yes.
However, comma, as you would say, my makeup artist was an hour late.
Oh, that is
So it
right.
pushed back the whole
Mm-hmm.
ceremony. Mike said they lined up about 3 times. And the whole entire time I was planning my wedding, I was like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend. I was like, I'm going to have a very Caucasian wedding. We're going to be on time. If you come late, you're going to be outside and you just have to meet us at the reception. Like, I want everything
Mm-hmm.
to be boom, 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 nice and ready. No,
Right.
myself, all of us, me and the girls, we were all an hour late. All of my guests were there, so it pushed everything back.
Mm-hmm.
To this day, she has not apologized. I don't think she even understands that that's what happened. But she texted me thinking she was texting my mom, and she's like, "Hey Denise, I'm running late, and we were supposed to get started like at 7. We didn't get started
Yeah,
until
it
like
was.
8. Yeah, and we're all scrambling in the house, all of us, and like the girl who did my makeup, she was there on time, but she had to do all y'all makeup. I think
Yeah.
it was 5 of y'all that had makeup, 4 or 5 of y'all, plus lashes. And
Mm-hmm.
then my bridesmaid at the time, she was doing y'all hair. So it was chaotic. So needless to say, it was pushed back a whole hour.
Yeah.
We didn't get the pictures that we wanted because my photographer, who was a friend of ours, did the best that she could, but she was supposed to have a assistant, and the assistant was not available. So I was unable to get all of the like quote unquote professional pictures and um like poses that I would have
Mm-hmm.
liked in
Yeah.
different areas, because if you look at the pictures that we had, I mean, it was nice, but like seeing the cars in the background and the trees and all, girl. So I'll make up for it when I have maternity pictures. That's all I keep saying. Maybe my
Yeah.
maternity pictures
But
will
we had a good time taking pictures though.
be. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was. Everybody did have fun, but it just wasn't my
It
vision.
wasn't, yeah. I get
Yeah,
that.
so yeah, that's what went wrong in my wedding, and then I don't think we had enough alcoholic beverages for everybody to be turned, because the only time they wanted to dance was line dancing.
True. Nobody wanted to dance at your wedding.
No, when it was time for the electric slide and the booty call, everybody got up.
Right.
When it was regular music, everybody sat down and just watched us
Right.
dance. I don't know what that was about.
I
I
was
don't
like,
know.
who comes to a reception to just sit and watch?
Yeah,
Like,
I felt
okay,
like a
granted,
fish.
some people like of a certain age, I get.
Yeah.
But outside of that, like, you don't have to dance all like raunchy and ratchet, but you can dance and have fun. Like,
Right. Get your
don't
two
be
step on.
like, you don't wasting my money because you just sitting there at
Girl,
that
don't get me to
point.
lying. Right.
But the only song that everybody came out to just as they were getting ready to end, because I went up to your DJ and requested
Yes.
it, was
My cousin who was the DJ.
yes.
Uh-huh.
Oh Lord, what is it?
Doing the butt.
Doing the butt. Yes.
Yes.
That was the only song. Everybody got up on that one. I was like, oh well, here at the end of your reception, now everybody can get up and
Right. The last dance, everybody done got up. I'm like, really, y'all?
dance. Right.
Girl.
just wrong.
It's so wrong, but it was still fun. At least us, the bridal
Yeah,
party and
we
stuff,
had
we had a
fun.
very nice time,
Yeah,
But yeah, it is what it
especially
is.
since they was playing all that Beyonce.
Girl, that's all they play. I must have missed all the Michael Jackson that was on my list. Being
Yeah.
late, but
Mm-mm.
yeah, it was lots of Beyonce up in there.
Mhm.
But yeah, things are not always going to go as planned. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to tell you, sis.
Absolutely not. No.
Yeah, things are going to happen, but just take it how it is. It even rained on my wedding too. It drizzled closer to the end. It like actually rained, but it drizzled even when we were taking pictures. It was like very light,
Mhm.
light, light rain. Yeah, but
Yeah.
they said rain is good luck. I don't know how true that is.
Well, I mean, at least it was like a light drizzle because a bunch of black girls out there, we had makeup on, we had our hair up
Hair,
in buns
yes,
and our edges was laid down. We didn't need the rain that
show enough
day.
did.
Oh, we would have been looking a hot mess after that.
Yeah. So another important thing, yes, it's talking about the dress. Say yes to the
Oh, yeah.
dress.
Say yes to the dress, honey.
Yes. So, what is your experience with your dress?
So my experience was real short, sweet, simple, and straight to the point. I'm pretty sure. I did go to a bridal boutique. I'm pretty sure it was just me, my mom, my sister. I don't
So you had an
remember.
audience, you, your
Yes,
mom, and your
I just
sister.
can't remember if my maid of honor at the time, if she was with me. I don't know. I can't remember if she was there, but it was definitely. I'm pretty sure me, my mom, and my sister went to this little boutique. I can't even remember. It's just in Delaware, but it
Mhm.
was a bridal boutique. But it
Mhm.
wasn't one of those big old what do they call them?
Like David's bridal.
Yeah, it wasn't one of them. Anyhow, so we went in and I'm like, okay, look, this is where I'm at now in my pregnancy. Not getting married for another 3 months, so I'm going to be bigger. I need
Right.
something that's going to fit my stomach, and
Yeah.
That's all we said. And then, of course, we were like, we're shopping on a budget. So she's like, oh, okay, well, we have this area of dresses here, which we have marked down in price. And some of them were like on sale and some were clearance and different things. So I literally think I just kind of like, went through the dresses on the rack. And I
Mhm.
was like, oh, okay, this one looks cute. I pulled it off, I tried it on, and that was it.
Okay.
It
Straight to the
was,
point.
yeah, and my grandfather paid for that. So I don't even remember if he met us there or if he just ended up going at a later time and paying for that. But it was, again, I told you I was always trying to be mindful of other people's pockets because
Right. Right.
everybody, they didn't
Me
have to.
too. Yeah.
But the dress full price was 1200, but I was able to get a half off. So it only
Ooh,
cost my grandfather $600. So I was like,
that's
hey, that's a
good.
win-win for everybody.
Yeah. And I feel like your dress does not have to be, I mean, you're going to have a style in mind, but I think you need to be very mindful that you're wearing it one day, a few
Right.
hours, and then that's it. It's going to be in your closet for the rest of your life.
Yes,
So,
because
I
mine is in my
mean,
closet.
mine too. Yep. So, I feel like when it comes to the dress, just be mindful of that. Try to like you did, like try to find something like half off on sale and close to what you want. Because for
Yeah.
me, um my mom took me to the same boutique that she got her wedding dress when she got married to my dad.
Uh-huh.
So my actual dad. And it was in Pennsylvania, and like you, it wasn't like a David's Bridal. It was a very small boutique, had a downstairs, upstairs. It was
Mm-hmm.
very outdated. Um but it was so cute in there. It was
That's
like
how mine
so
was.
vintage. Yeah, it was
Uh-huh.
so adorable. And I tried on two dresses because at the time I so wanted mermaid style.
Mm-hmm.
So I lost all the weight I could and got to my goal to get in my very tight, cinched mermaid style dress, but there was two in mine. One was very cute, and I still have a picture of it. And then I have the one that I actually wore for my wedding that had a lot of embellishment and like
Mm-hmm.
beading and stuff like that. So that's the one that everybody liked, and I was like, okay, that's fine. Um, but I too, I got it. They kind of made a deal for me. I got
Mm-hmm.
like the dress, the veil, and the sizing all in one like package. So mine wasn't as
Oh.
cheap. Mine was about like 13,
Oh, okay.
like 1,300, yeah.
Mhm.
But everything was included. Um so it wasn't terrible, but
Yeah.
again, it's still in my closet.
Exactly.
So I can't get that money back. But it was very beautiful, but I feel like you got to have a cutoff, like at
Yeah.
a certain amount. You got to think about, one day, couple hours,
Right.
pictures, and that's it.
And that's it. Yep, that's it. Yep. I didn't get a veil. A veil didn't come with my dress, but there was one at the boutique that I wanted
Hmm.
terribly. I wanted it, but I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have all that money to spend on girl, a veil? For
Yeah.
really?
Yes, the veils
Those
are
prices
so,
blew me.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
So
true.
I was about ready to go and try to DIY my own veil
I know
to
that's
kind of look
right.
at it, but then my aunt, my dad's sister, she was like, ain't no niece of mine gonna be wearing no at home, made at home veil. So
Yeah.
she ended up buying the veil for me that I wanted so bad. three
Yeah.
hundred dollars for a veil.
Girl, I can't.
Was it
I had a
300?
headpiece. Yeah.
Oh goodness, I can't. I think it was like it was either 250 or like 300. But for a veil, that was half the price of my dress.
For
For a,
real.
I was
Yeah.
like, oh gosh.
Yeah. Cause like even cause I had a headpiece. I didn't have the veil attached. I just had the little like crown piece. But however, when we all went to David's Bridal to do the fittings for the dresses for the bridesmaid, you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I was trying on veils at David's Bridal, and like you said, I saw one that I liked. I was like, I don't think it's gonna work because my dress has a tail, I guess you can call it.
Yeah.
And the veil was very long, a train, there, not a tail, a
Mm-hmm.
train.
Oh, look, and I'm like,
And
yeah.
and the veil also had like a train. So I was like, no, that's too much. But like you said, that thing was like $300. I'm like, are you
Yeah,
serious?
yeah, for a veil, for some fishnet.
Right, absolutely
And
not.
where's the veil at? In the closet with the dress. So
Girl.
ladies,
Yeah.
don't put so much into your dress. I know everybody wants to be beautiful and look
Mhm.
perfect on their wedding day. And sure, fine. Like if you have the budget for that, or you don't have a budget, you just have endless amounts of cash that you can just blow on your wedding day. Do you, boo? Go get the most
Exactly.
expensive dress. But if you like us and kind of got a, ball on a budget, then don't put so much emphasis in the dress. As long as
No.
like what you have on and your husband's going to think you're gorgeous, whatever. Because George cried
Yes.
when I came down the aisle.
Aw.
So, like, as long as your husband think you look good and you feel, like you look good, then don't worry about how much it costs you. Because the dress
Yeah.
is sit there regardless. So,
Exactly. Yep. So
just over that.
I can't stress that enough. But put all that energy into something else important for your wedding.
Yeah,
Yeah. If you
yeah,
can kind of cut the cost for your dress, put it into something else that will actually be beneficial.
exactly.
That's what I
Not that
think.
anything from your wedding day lasts past that day other than the pictures. So you gotta
Right.
put your money into something, get a good photographer,
Yes. Or
videographer.
videographer.
Yes,
Yes.
put your money there.
Yes, because it's so nice to watch. I know for me, every year I try so hard not to cry to look at my wedding
Uh-huh.
video, which is on my YouTube channel too. But yeah, I be bawling, girl. I'm always crying, and now it's even more sentimental, because people have passed on.
Yeah.
So it's like just seeing them in the video, you be like, like, girl, I can't. But hey, it was worth it. So
Yeah,
have those
yeah.
memories.
That is
But
so true.
yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
So our
So,
checklist. So
yeah. So speaking of weddings,
hmm
I know we've talked about our wedding and our wedding day and everything. What do y'all think about some of these celebrities that's just like popping up, getting engaged, or popping up married, i.e., Niecy Nash, to
that
like that was a whole shocker in itself.
I think everybody was
Like
shocked.
I told you, I thought it was for a TV show or something. Like
Yeah,
I at first I was like, that ain't real. Like, girl, I still thought she was married to her husband. I didn't
I
even know that.
know.
I didn't
I
know
was
that they had
confused.
divorced or
Yeah, it was a
anything.
lot within that. It was like, okay, she married a woman. Okay. Then it's
Right.
like, but wait, weren't you just married? And then it's like, but wait, when did you get a divorce? So it was just like she really kept her business her
Right.
business.
She
Yeah.
did because I follow her on IG,
Mm-hmm.
and not that anything in her show, but I watched the show Claws. We both
Right.
do.
Uh-huh.
So, around the filming time of that, there she's kind of more active with, her IG presence, but she's also
Uh-huh.
active regardless. And I feel like I ain't never seen it. Look, I opened up her IG and I was scrolling back. I was like, let me see if this woman was in other pictures that I just was like, overlooked, because I was really like shocked by that.
Yeah, I mean, I did too, because when they showed her wife, I looked on the wife's page and I'm like, let me go and investigate a little bit. So
Right.
like two
Let's
years,
see if we missed some.
yeah, so like a year or two ago, Niecy was calling her like her homegirl, and then her wife, her now wife, was on set. So they must have been cool. So I don't know if they were like, you know, in some type of relationship when she was trying to go through her divorce or what have you, but they've known
I
each other for a
don't
while.
know, but she kept that
Yeah,
under wraps, like
she really
big
did.
time.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a close second from Kylie and her pregnancy.
True, but after a while, Kylie, I felt like she just didn't want to say nothing. She knew everyone knew she was pregnant after a
Yeah,
while.
I could tell by her nose.
Yeah, and the fact that she
Mhm.
just dropped off the face of the planet.
Yep.
No, sis, we know you something's going on. But
Exactly.
another celebrity couple that is not married that I'm looking forward to seeing like what they do is my girl Jeannie Mai and Jeezy.
Yes, that is your girl. I
Like
think they're cute.
they're a cute couple together. She finally
Mhm.
got her chocolate man that she always talked about on the reel. I'm like,
Child.
I'm like, poor Freddie. Like he had to sit there every Monday for Man Crush Monday to watch.
And have her talking about these black men.
I was like, oh, but hey, I think they're so cute together.
They are. I wonder what type of wedding she's going to have and her wedding colors and all that. I mean, of course, I'm sure it's on hold due to the pandemic, but I
Yeah.
think they're going to have a really elegant, grand wedding.
Yeah. Well, I watched her YouTube video where
Okay.
she was like discussing like wedding stuff or whatever that she did with her mom. And I
Mhm.
don't know, obviously she didn't go into any details. I'm not sure if it was just for content for YouTube or if this was actual factual stuff.
Mhm.
But I know she discussed like having black flowers. Like she said
Oh.
black orchids. Like she named like two different black flowers and then another flower that I've never even heard of.
So she like
So
black men and black flowers. Okay.
right. But then the funny thing is, she said the cuisine she's gonna have, or she thinks they want to have, is Vietnamese food and spicy vegan food.
Oh,
Because
okay.
she said he's a vegan, or no, she said he
Oh.
was a vegan, but then she changed it and said no, he's actually pescatarian.
Okay.
So, but I guess he more so follows the vegan diet. I don't know. So I was like, that's an interesting
Yeah. But
cuisine,
celebrities
but
have those like different taste buds than us.
true.
So that might be something they like. Like we ain't there yet.
Yeah.
But that might be something everybody enjoys.
Yeah, and she did discuss her wedding dress, which was, what was the type of wedding dress? What was the type?
Mermaid?
Yes, she did
Uh-huh.
say that she wants a mermaid style gown.
I could see
So
that.
I can't wait. I hope that they do something so that way we can see like pieces of it at least. I'm sure they'll
So
take pictures. Go ahead.
So going back to our own weddings, I know I wanted to ask you if there was something that you can change, especially because you were pregnant, including in that question. Would you have changed the style of your gown? Like what type of style would you have liked?
Um, if I wasn't pregnant, I definitely, in the gowns that, as I was going through them while they were on the rack, I was definitely drawn towards like the gowns that were kind of laced up in the back.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, like I feel like I would have definitely wanted something fitted, like form fitting.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know if I would have wanted strapless, or I definitely would not have done halter. I
Right.
had straps on my dress. So I don't know. I might have wanted like a strapless, like sweetheart neckline,
Mm-hmm.
kind of, sort of,
I can see
but
that.
something definitely that laced up in the back, because I really did like that, the lace, and
Yeah.
the dress that I had laced up, and that was
Mm-hmm.
partly because I was like, I need to be able to have it grow or
Right.
expand or open up if need be. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think I would have just done something more form fitting
Gotcha.
had I not been pregnant.
Gotcha. Yeah, mine laced
Yeah.
in the back too.
Yeah, I remember having to go up
Yeah.
to the room to get it laced up, girl, because they was getting ready to have your whole back out. Your
Yes.
I was like, oh Lord, y'all start. I said, start from here. You gotta do it one one at a time.
Girl, you know how they do.
What about you? Is there anything you'd have?
Anything different? Now that I'm this age, I think back then because I was hot to trot and I like to have form fitting things, I
Mhm.
didn't mind my dress, but I'm obviously not going to get married again. But if I had to
Mhm.
wear another wedding dress, I think I would try the ballroom, because I think
Oh.
after like seeing other celebrities get married in like ballroom dresses, you know, the
Mhm.
poofy, like, you know, princess
Yeah.
kind, I
Mhm.
would have definitely did that. That would have been like something that I would have tried. I don't think I even tried one on. I was so pressed about being like sleek and form fitting, but
Mhm.
I would have definitely wanted to do like a ballroom poofy dress.
Oh, I can
Like,
see that.
yeah, I would do that if I had a second chance. But as far as my wedding, I probably would have made sure my pictures were how I wanted them, so I could
Yeah.
like get them framed and really nice and stuff like that. I
Mhm.
feel like I was cheated out of out of that. So yeah, definitely would have done differently with the pictures and
Mhm.
probably my hair too. Cause I felt I had a wig on that day. I felt like
Oh.
it was pushing back a little bit because I was moving around and all that stuff. And yeah. So I think my hair and my pictures I would have done differently.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. But just to do a recap so we can continue. So you definitely want to make sure your budget is intact.
Mhm.
Make sure you tackle your venue as soon as possible.
Uh-huh.
Make sure you know you love your dress and everyone that's there with you. However, just make sure it's within your budget if you have one, and if you can, just kind of have it at a certain amount where you're
Right.
not breaking the bank.
Right. Because there is
Us
life after the wedding.
exactly,
Real
moving and
life.
things like that, for
Yes.
real, y'all. That's another point. There's life after the wedding.
Mhm.
After the honeymoon is over, you got to come back to reality, go to work, and you guys have a place and stuff like that, rent, buying a house. Like,
Shoot, bills, period.
yes, bills. So yeah, make sure that y'all know how to pay bills together, have y'all accounts ready,
Mhm.
um and have a whole complete checklist. Like when it's time for you and your partner to start, like, be organized as much as you can. If
Right.
you're doing it by yourself, I mean, if you can get a coordinator, that's even better. But in any event, have a checklist,
Yeah.
and they even have them available for you. Like I had one, there was a website I was on, and then I was getting a lot of stuff on Pinterest, and they have a printout where it tells you. It's so convenient, I'm telling you. It tells you like at this date you need to do this, at
Oh,
this date you have to do,
yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
like 6 months, do this, do that, yeah. So
Yeah.
like that is so good for planning your wedding. So
Yeah.
yeah, those are the key points.
Yeah. And ladies, don't be afraid to go on our Instagram and share your thoughts and your ideas. Like we want to hear, things that y'all are saying, or, whatever y'all's wedding day was. Let us know how did it go?
Yes.
What went wrong? What would you change? It don't gotta be nothing all like in detail, but just leave a comment on our Instagram post, please.
Please. Ah,
So
that's funny.
moving on, as we get ready to come to a close on this week's podcast episode. We're going to play a little game. So,
Yes.
Britt, you go ahead and describe the game we're going to play.
Okay, so this is a quick game that I saw on a TV show. And I thought it would have tied in very well with our episode. So it is called Marry, Dump, and Quarantine. So I think it all makes sense because we're talking about marriage. We're in quarantine. And
Mm-hmm.
hey, when you get married, you had to dump somebody, you know? So
Right.
I'm gonna start with Marquita, and we don't know who who's on our list.
Celebrities,
So
yeah.
right, we may repeat names. So I tried to make it so we don't. So I'm gonna start. So Marquita,
Mm-hmm.
we got Omarion, we
Okay.
got Tommy from Power,
Okay.
and Obama. So who are you marrying,
Uh,
dumping, and who are you gonna quarantine with?
okay, now when you say Tommy, you mean his character Tommy, right? Not him in real.
Yes.
Okay. So you said Omarion, Obama, and Tommy.
Yes.
Um okay. I'm going I think I'm going to marry Obama.
Hmm.
I am going to quarantine with Tommy and dump Omarion.
Okay.
He moved too much. He
You get
danced
on
too
your
much.
nerves
Yeah.
dancing all up in the house. That's
Right.
hilarious.
Just showing off. Sit down somewhere. Um so yes, that's that. All right, let's see. My first set, Will Smith,
Okay.
Mark Wahlberg,
Okay.
or Adam Levine. Or and Adam Levine.
Okay. So Will, Mark, Adam. So I'm going to marry Adam because he seems super sweet. He's
Mm-hmm.
fine. Thinking about the song that he did, "Girls Like You," with his daughter and his
Yes.
wife. I thought that's so sweet. So yeah, I want to marry somebody romantic like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna dump Mark because he has like a weird past. I mean, he fine and all, but something ain't right. And then I'm gonna quarantine with Will because he looks like he's a fun time and he's rich. So we're gonna be doing a whole bunch of rich stuff in the house. I was about to say
Right.
something else, but rich, stuff in the house. We might parachute and all that somehow in the house. Eat
Right.
real good, watch TVs, watch Fresh Prince. Hey, have a fun time.
Right. True. Okay. All right.
Okay, so I am going to this one. You may laugh. Okay,
Oh gosh.
so Lil Murder,
Oh, okay.
Kanye West,
Oh
and Ray
gosh.
J.
Lord, girl. I'm gonna need to dump all of them. I'm telling you right now, though, I'm dumping Little Murder. I can't. I cannot. Um. Gosh. Then you said it.
Cricket letter I, cricket letter I. I'm back. Mississippi
Um.
fried
Wait.
pie.
Okay. So the other you said Ray J and who else? Who was the other one?
Kanye West.
Kanye. Okay, I'm gonna marry Kanye West, and I'm a
Okay.
quarantine with Ray J.
Okay. Well,
Ray
Ray
J.
J is funny.
He's funny and he seems like a good time, but he ain't marriage material. Kanye got mental problems,
Oh Lord Jesus.
but I mean, he at least seemed like he's dedicated to Kim and their family.
I agree to that.
So that's why I'm gonna go ahead and marry Kanye. Plus, he got
I agree.
that money. Okay, let's see. All right, let's do this one. I have Denzel,
Okay.
LL Cool J,
All right.
and Jamie Foxx.
Mm. Okay, so this is hard because LL back in the day, like when he first came out, like 80s and
Mm-hmm.
90s, LL, he was fine. Oh, he was gorgeous. But now he like a mannequin. So
Girl,
if I gotta look at LL now and Denzel, you said LL, Denzel, and who?
Jamie Foxx.
Okay, so Jamie Foxx might not even like me because he likes Caucasian women, so he got to get dumped. I'm gonna marry Denzel, and then I'm just
Mm-hmm.
gonna quarantine with LL.
Okay.
Yeah.
And watch him lick his lips all day.
Hey, what else
Okay.
is there to do?
Okay.
Uh,
All right.
okay.
Gonna do one more each real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So let me see. I had two more. I think you would appreciate either one. So I'm just
Okay.
doing what's next on the list. So I got Trey Songz, Channing
Uh-huh.
Tatum, and
Uh-huh.
Lorenz Tate. See, I got you. I
Oh.
got you.
Oh. Oh gosh. Um, 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 um. Okay, I'm gonna quarantine with Trey.
Okay.
Um. Oh gosh. Wait, who was it again? Lorenz Tate, and who was the other one?
Channing Tatum and Trey Songz.
All right, I'm sorry. I love Channing Tatum, but I'm gonna dump him on this one, and I'm
Okay.
gonna marry Lorenz Tate.
Ooh, yes, girl.
Well, that one was kind of hard. Okay, one more. Hmm. All right. So there's Common,
Ooh,
Mc-
okay.
Mekhi Phifer,
Okay.
and Nick Cannon.
I'm gonna have to come dump Makai because I can't. He like a milk dud to me. I'm sorry. No offense. I just no, I can't. So he gone. So you said Nick and who else?
Common, and then you didn't already dump Mekhi.
This might be hard because Nick Cannon, the glow up is real. I mean, he was making money and making money moves, but then I gotta think about, his baby mama and then Mariah Carey, and I love Mariah Carey. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
if I marry him, she might look at me sideways, but if I have to quarantine with him, I may be able to be cool with Mariah. So I'm gonna have to
Okay.
quarantine with Nick, and then I'm gonna have to marry Common, but then Common seems like he can't keep a woman. Like, it's always something with him.
True. True. He
All
do
right,
get a new woman
all
every
right,
other week.
so I think I'm about to switch it. So Common, we're gonna quarantine. Maybe he can rap or something in
Okay.
the house, and then I'm gonna have to marry Nick. But hopefully Mariah don't take it, too personal. Maybe we can go have on a baby, and then our kids will be siblings, and then we have to get along.
Exactly.
But she seems shady though.
Yeah. Well, look, as long as what she call it, them babies are taken care of, she might be all right. I
Yeah, I
mean,
hope
Nick
so.
done went on and had another baby anyway. So,
True.
but okay, well then. Sorry, I just have, I just need to, I must throw this person out there for you.
Oh God.
And you just tell me what you're going to do with Uncle Clifford.
Girl, Uncle Clifford, I'm a quarantine with him. I ain't gonna dump him. I'm a quarantine with him because we're gonna have a nice kiki and just have fun. So yeah, me and Uncle Clifford we'll quarantine. We can do my nails or
Oh gosh, that is hilarious. Well, ladies, that brings us to the end of our show this
yes.
week. So, like I always say, if you've made it this far, then
We appreciate you.
we appreciate you. Just make sure you following us on all of our social media platforms.
Yes,
Um,
which is Instagram
mm-hmm.
and Facebook
Yep.
and YouTube. And Marquita just dropped a mini vlog, so check that out on YouTube. And yeah, thank you guys again for supporting, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode because I thought it was really fun.
Yeah, we had a good time with this one.
Yes. And congratulations to any of our wifeys that are getting ready to get married during this pandemic. I know that's
Yes.
hard.
Yeah, be sure to like share some pictures or something,
Yeah.
go on our page and share some pictures with us or something. Whatever.
Yeah.
Just let us know.
Tag us in your pictures.
Right, tag us that way we can see and like your pictures for you.
Yes. Awesome.
All right, ladies. Well, we'll talk to y'all next time.
All right.
All right. Bye.